There's a certain type of person who doesn't just think, they analyze, dissect, replay, zoom in, zoom out, and then think again about the same thing. And the funniest part? Most of the time, it wasn't even a big moment. Maybe someone said, "See you later," and now your brain is like, later when? Why didn't they say goodbye? Did I offend them? Was I weird? Should I text? Should I not? Should I move to another country? If this sounds familiar, congratulations. You're probably an overthinker. And no, it's not because you're dramatic. There's real psychology behind why your brain does this. First of all, overthinking usually happens because your brain loves control. When something feels uncertain, unclear, or unpredictable, your mind goes into detective mode. It starts collecting clues, replaying conversations, imagining scenarios, trying to solve things that don't even have a problem. It's basically your brain saying, "Let me protect you from every possible disaster, even the imaginary ones." Another reason people overthink, a trait called high self-awareness. Overthinkers don't just feel emotions, they examine them, zoom into them, and then send them to quality control. You don't just think, "I'm sad." You think, "Why am I sad? Is this normal sadness? Is this a deeper issue? Was it something I said? Something I didn't say?" It's like your emotions have paperwork. But there's a twist. Overthinking also comes from having a strong imagination. Your mind isn't empty. It's active, sometimes too active. This is why overthinkers can create entire movies in their head. Someone doesn't reply for 20 minutes. Normal people think they're busy. Overthinkers think they hate me. They're mad. They're dead. Or I'm dead. Actually, this friendship is over. Meanwhile, the other person is just taking a nap. Psychologists say overthinking is deeply connected to something called hypervigilance, where your brain is constantly scanning for danger. Not because you're weak, but because you're built to notice things. Small details, tones, body language, hidden meanings, you catch everything. And then your mind tries to process all of it at once. But here's the funny part. Overthinkers are often the most caring people. They don't just replay what someone said. They replay how someone might have felt. You'll say sorry for things that didn't even bother anyone. You'll think about a conversation from 4 hours ago and wonder if your joke was too much. You'll worry about someone's feelings even when they've already moved on. Overthinking also shows up in decision-making. Buying something simple becomes a whole mission. Should I get it? Should I not? Will I regret it? Is this the right color? What if I hate it? What if the cashier judges me? Suddenly you're stressed in aisle number 7 over a pack of gum. But here's the real truth. People who overthink often have higher emotional intelligence, stronger empathy, and unusually deep reflection. They think more because they feel more. They analyze more because they care more. They reflect more because their mind is built like a high-resolution camera instead of a basic one. And yes, sometimes this makes life harder, but it also means you understand people better. You see connections others miss. You make thoughtful choices. You don't forget how someone made you feel. You don't ignore your conscience. Your mind wants clarity because you value meaning. The trick is learning when to stop the mental marathon. Overthinking doesn't make you broken. It just means your brain is loud, active, sensitive, and incredibly detail-oriented. But not every thought deserves a 10-page investigation report. So if you're someone who replays every moment, worries too much about small details, or turns simple things into full psychological documentaries, relax. You're not alone. Your brain is protective, intelligent, over-analytical, and sometimes a little dramatic. But it's also part of what makes you thoughtful, intuitive, and emotionally sharp. And honestly, the world needs minds like yours, just maybe with a little less after midnight overthinking.
If you enjoyed this little brain adventure, hit subscribe before your memory forgets. Join the family. We post the things your mind thinks but never says.